Hello. I haven't recorded in a while. I started working another job. So I haven't had as much time to record. Two things. Sorry. I got some more longings. I'm trying to peel it. So I'm gonna have a snack and chit chat. New job's going fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Same. I'm starting another job soon. Another 9 to 5. These are perfect. They're chilled. So they're perfect. They're so yummy. Hold on, let me do it like this. I haven't been eating that great the last couple days. I say if I had to do a measurement, it's probably like 60-40 or 70-30. Some days are much better than others. Today I almost got another vegan carrot cupcake, but I didn't. This morning, I've tried the Icelandic oat milk yogurt, and I threw some granola on top. They had them at Whole Foods for like 3 for $5, so they were on sale. Completely delicious. Oh my god. This is the granola that I put on top. It has chia seeds, a little bit of honey, and protein-packed almonds. Okay, almonds. Sorry. Almonds. I put that on top of each of the flavors. The Icelandic, I got peach, strawberry, and passion fruit. Those are the 3 I picked. And they were yummy. That particular yogurt brand is really thick and creamy. I'm not sure how they got that accomplished. It's none of my business. It's delicious. So, excuse me. Each one of them has 12 grams of protein. I guess I was expecting high protein because it's oat, but I guess I wasn't expecting that many. So 12 grams of protein. And then the granola per serving is like 3 grams. So at lunchtime, I had 40 grams of protein. 36 plus, yeah, easy. 40 grams of protein, easy. Pleasantly surprised. Very happy with the taste, with the creaminess, with the texture. I put a lot of granola in there. I just like a lot. I don't know how everybody else does theirs. I'll maybe have to like give a visual for that, because a lot can mean a lot of things to some people. I'm pretty sure I put more than normal. More than what's normal. 100% sure. I did taste the yogurt without the granola initially, and it's good. I wasn't expecting that. I also tried a Coco-Yo the other day. It was peach. I'm remembering, it's coming back to me. It was yummy. It's got a gazillion probiotics in there. I could definitely feel the difference. And there's so many in there, it tasted almost boozy to me. So I was excited about that. Delicious. I almost got a plant-based chicken and noodle. Also still at Whole Foods. And I didn't. Only because I didn't expect to be so full from the yogurts and the granola. I should have expected, but I did not. So now I'm just having a snack. I had mint chip ice cream yesterday, vegan mint chip ice cream. It was a Whole Foods brand. It was not terrible. It was a little over $3, I think. I was gonna have ice cream today, but it's too cold. It's too cold. It's like 72, 73, which for me, that's cold. It's not warm at all. So I was gonna get another vegan carrot cupcake, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because I just prefer to have the longest. This would be my preference. And I forgot all about it. I said yesterday, I was like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go get some longest. I forgot all about it. And then I was passing this grocery store where I get the longest, and I was like, ah, absolutely. Because I've been meaning to get them for the last 2 days and forgot. So, okay. I did have like a fruit bowl from Whole Foods today. They have them to where, like, if they're they have a few that are like 50% off. And so I went over to see if I thought any of them were a go, and indeed I did find one. It had kiwi, pineapple, and strawberries. And I gobbled it down. Once I left the Whole Foods, it was so cold in there. I was eating the fruit bowl, and then I thawed out, and I fell asleep for like 15 minutes. It wasn't long. So after that, that's when I woke up and I was like, okay, let me get this done. I'm headed to do laundry and go to my other job. I feel like I only have enough time to do one load of laundry, which is fine. And I'll find some other time to do more laundry. But I know I'll be able to do one load before I have to go to work. That little piece of cat nap did me very good. I had to be at work at 6 o'clock this morning. And then it got super slow. Which is fine with me. Ended up asking the boss if I could leave early, but only because I knew that I needed to do laundry. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Lovely. I'm trying to think. We're supposed to be focusing on eating. I've had a couple of, I don't know. That's about it. Some things I notice about myself. Like once I'm engaged, I'm engaged. Like for example, my feeds, like I'm vegan. That's what it is. And so my feeds are full of things about being vegan and things about all the things I love. But one of the things I noticed is that for some reason, like I was talking to another vegan, and I feel like once I made the decision to go vegan, like I literally dedicated a lot of time to just learning. And so I know, like, not a lot. I've only been vegan 3 years. It'll be 3.5 years in December. It is October 20th. Oh. Anyway, so I feel like at the end of the day, when I decided to go vegan, I was just all in. And so I feel like that when people make like that's a major life decision. That's not a snap decision. It's a whole thing, you know, especially if you're like, I'm vegan for health reasons. Anyway, so I'll talk to other vegans, and I feel like I've invested a lot of time into learning like what that looks like for me. And I feel like a lot of times I think that when other people make that decision, they're doing the same thing. Like they're following vegan influencers and learning about new fruits and vegetables. Because who want to eat apples and oranges for the rest of their life? Like, veganism it's a long journey. It's like getting married, I feel like. I could be wrong. But since I'm in it, I feel like I'm in it. Let's just call it that. I feel like it was worth time investing in learning, like all the things. And then if you ever plan to leave home ever, and some people are just homebodies, which is fine, there's nothing wrong against that, but I am not said homebody. I do like to travel. I have traveled a lot. I won't say extensively, but I've traveled a little bit. And so I know that my stomach is priority. I mean, you gotta eat, right? Technically, like, you at least, bare minimum, like, if you leave your house, you need to at least know where you can get a snack or something at the airport. If you're gonna take a snack, if you're on a road trip, when you get there, even if you're juicing, or on a solid food vacation, or whatever that looks like for you, you need to know where you can get a clean smoothie or a juicing spot or something. So you kind of have to connect with, vegan stuff wherever you go, because you don't want to be, I feel like you don't want to travel and not know where you can eat. It's like the most important part of your life. One of them. I think. I don't know. Oh, that's me. Anyway. So at least have Instacart downloaded or something. I don't know. Like, I feel like I fully max out the resources I have on social media wise, on YouTube. I just kind of delve into what that looks like to be vegan. And now, currently, right now, I'm learning how to be vegan on the go. Like, if you always working and you don't have time to, like, prep and wash all the food because you work 2-3 jobs or whatever it takes to survive in today's economy, you need to find out where you can stop and get a snack. Something that's easy to peel, that you don't have to wash, because I go through the whole motions of vinegar and baking soda to wash all the fruit, organic or not, before I juice. Well, when you don't have that kind of time, you can't do that. Or where you can get organic oranges or something. Anyway, I feel like I've invested a lot of time in figuring out what I can put in my mouth, which sounds like me. Like, instead of there being the extensive list of things that you cannot eat, I am very well versed in the extensive list and the things that you can eat. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel like I thought everybody was doing that. That's what I thought. And I talked to other vegans, and I feel like let me put it this way. Maybe my life is so boring that I've invested a lot of time in figuring out what I can eat. And some people are so busy that they've got their handful of things that they eat on a regular basis. Kind of like sad diet. Like some people, when I work for major retailers, and so some people would come through my line as a cashier, by the way. Some people would come through my line, and a lot of the things they get are just on rotation. They have it in rotation. And for what it's worth, you should have something in rotation that you eat all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like, I don't know if I get bored easily or I'm just an explorer type and I love to learn. It's still pretty boring because I know a lot about food, you know. I don't know. I think I just invested a lot of time like figuring out what I can eat and what I want to try and things I want to do. All mostly primarily based around food. But I feel like for such a niche lifestyle, you kind of have to be in the know. I don't know. Don't ask me. And the vast majority of the things we have to do is based around food, especially in this day and age. Like, there's not a lot of money for a lot of extra things. Not typically. So, I don't know. Anyway. I'm just like, for a society that doesn't have much to do, especially within some of the means that we have, spend a little bit more time investigating fun, delicious morsels. I don't know. That was a lot of lungans for like $4. I almost got a pound. I feel like I got quite a few. I would have got more, but they're like $6 a pound, $7 a pound, something like that. You're about to see the receipt shortly. Oh, I also tried clams. Is that what it's called? Clams? No, not clams. Class? I have it around here somewhere. I got quite a few for half a pound. I think that's right. Amazing snack. I was thinking, I should get a small smoothie or something. I've never bought a small smoothie. Too greedy for that. It would just be so weird. But I want to say, I don't know how many longans I got. And I picked them off the, so that they're on the vine at the store. Branch, vine, wherever they're growing on. And I picked them off because that weighs too. And I don't want to pay for branches. I want to pay for the actual fruit. And some of them were going bad. Delicious. So yummy. Sorry. My bad. I read another description that I thought was accurate about the taste, flavor, texture of the longans, because for those people that are super descriptive and have all the adjectives for what things taste like, because I said earthy grapes, I think is what it's like, grapes without the skin, but earthy, just a hint, not very much. Matter of fact, these ones are so sweet that they're less earthy. But one of the descriptions I read said a hint of musk, so somewhere between earthy and musk. A grape without the skin with a little earthiness / musk. Anyway, they're all gone. Try something new today. Explore a little bit. Don't get stuck in like the vegan rut where your palate is so closely similar to your sad diet. Here's another no-no that I tried. They are vegan, but they're vegan Pop-Tarts. Gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, soy-free. All there. They're very free indeed. They got some of that free indeed. This was like almost $4.50 for 4, so they're individually wrapped. There's just one in there, so they're not like traditional Pop-Tarts. There's just one in each pack, so you only get 4. Here is my age is gonna show, because I know a lot of people have eaten a lot of cold Pop-Tarts in their lifetime. I'm not one of those people. I'm also not one of the people who has ever eaten cold pizza, so keep that in mind as well. So when we were first introduced to Pop-Tarts, my mom always put them in a toaster. And then as I got older, I always put them in a toaster. I never just grabbed a Pop-Tart and ran out the door with it and ate it cold. If I did, I didn't like it. I haven't continued to do so. That just lets you know. So, I put these in the toaster. I forgot this was in here. I'm gonna eat this in a minute, in about 2 hours. So I tried them, and my recommendation is to, if you are like me, which, you know, we're very Gen X over here. I think I'm sure there are other Gen Xs who have the same sentiment, and I'm sure there are other Gen Xs who have also eaten cold Pop-Tarts. That is not my ministry. I don't have a desire to eat cold Pop-Tarts. With that being said, I did eat them hot. The first 2, so I put in 2, and I put them on just regular, which was fine, and they were fine. But the third one, because I shared with another person a baby, he's not vegan at all. I just made him eat half of it. But I put it in for the first setting on this bagel oven that I don't know how to work at all. Keep that in mind. And then I let it sit for, I don't know, a couple minutes, because I was washing out my daughter's Stanley's that I had my tea in. And once I got finished washing them, I put them in the toaster again, and it was super hot. It didn't brown very, like it wasn't burned or anything. Maybe it's because of the settings on this particular toaster oven, bagel oven thing, whatever it is. But I put them in there twice, and I liked them better in there twice. Also, the baby, who is not vegan, said that they taste better than normal Pop-Tarts. I feel like they are about the same. They nailed it. I don't know. Just want to show you. No, hold on. Is that right? Yeah. No artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So, gluten-free. Just in case somebody's wondering about that, because I'm really weird about like food coloring and things of that nature. So, be mindful. But yeah, no, they're okay. I actually would have preferred them with a little bit more filling. I don't know. Excuse me. If I get a hankering, will I buy them again? Yes. I call that the scale is from 1 to 10, right? So if I get a hankering for another Pop-Tart and I see this kind of Pop-Tart and another Pop-Tart, I'm probably gonna try the second one, only because I have experience with this one. This one's about a 6. Yeah, 6. 6 means it wasn't awful. I would buy it again if I got a hankering. But I would also try a different one because it, I don't know. The filling to Pop-Tart ratio was a little off, I guess. It wasn't terrible. I mean, yeah, it wasn't terrible. So, at any rate, I also had like the protein chips that I posted the picture of. I had those a couple days, like one day, and then skipped a day, and then had them a different day. Only because this was probably hormones. I'm a girl, so that's what it probably was. And they're just salty enough to kind of tick that box. It's not definitive because that's not the way I roll. It's not traditional for me. But I'm probably going to try to go ahead and continue with my fast on November the 1st. That is the plan. And that should look like just juice and smoothie, because that's the easiest for me to do. Like, I can't manage all of the potty breaks and things. It's a lot. So it would just be easier for me to do like coconut water and kind of wean into that. That is the plan thus far. Today's the 20th, so I probably should try to like wean into at least like all fruit up until that point, like fruit and salad. Oh, big truck. There is a salad by Urban Remedy. I'm trying to remember, guys, because it was all together fire. It was too expensive and the dressing was freakishly amazing. Urban Remedy Vegan Caesar. Got it at Whole Foods. I did pay $13 for it. It's a very small portion. That's the taste is worth the $13. The portion is not worth the $13. Just being like mostly raw is very, you just eat a lot. I ate a lot when I wasn't raw. I need to supplement. I was supplementing when I wasn't raw, right? So it's the same. I was iron deficient when I wasn't vegan. Nothing has changed. Anyway, so the taste, they had these, they made parm out of seeds, so sesame seeds, I think it was some hemp seeds in there. This parm was amazing. I don't know how they did that. They did put some nutritional yeast in there. I did read the ingredients. I meant to save that. I think I took a picture. I think I took a picture. If I find the picture, I'll post it. Only because I don't know if like your Whole Foods has a Urban Urban Remedy stand inside of it. And this one that was at the Whole Foods that I was at, it has a whole stand of just Urban Remedies. And so I saw it the other day, and I was like, $13 for that? No, it's very small. It's very small, guys. You can get, if you go to like a grocer that has a salad bar, you can get a decent size salad for that much money. It would be decent size. So I just didn't want to pay it. And then they did the chickpea croissants instead of, not croissants, croutons. I'm sorry. I have croissants on the brain because I saw some vegan croissants today. And I ducked that bullet. I was like, oh my God, vegan croissants. And my heart fluttered a little bit. I haven't had a croissant in over 3.5 years, maybe 4. But anyway, so chickpea croutons, the seed parm, the dressing was so creamy and thick. It wasn't runny. It was just as rich. The flavor of the Caesar was nearly identical. I don't know what kind of gypsy joker jive they did to get this salad going, but it was delicious. It was so good. I was like, what the heck? Oh, I don't want to pay $13 for it, but I would be inclined to do so. Urban Remedy people, I'm not popular enough for you to see this actual video, but if you could just make the dressing for purchase, that would be magnificent, because I'm not really like a Caesar salad. Like, even when I wasn't vegan, because I ate a lot of vegetables then, I should have had a clue, but I like a lot of more vegetables in there, so I like everything you put in there. But I would have thrown like a cucumber in there and a tomato, whatever you know. I would have thrown some other stuff in there. So if you could just make the dressing and just sell the dressing, that would be amazing. I would be so happy. That was the long and short of that. That was delicious. $13, but it was good. That was like a 1 to 10, 8, 8.5. It was good. And I'm not this is the other detail. I'm not really a big fan of croutons, vegan or not. I'm just not a big bread fan. I like bread on sandwiches, but I'm one of those people that can eat like chili without crackers. I can eat cabbage and greens without cornbread. You know, I'm that person, only because I'm weird about bread. So, like, if I or my mom or someone does it, like, if it's not fresh out of the oven, I won't even eat it. I know people are huge on cornbread, and I get it, but that's not my ministry. So, I'm not really big on croutons. They seasoned these croutons to the gods, and they had this texture that was almost chewy, I want to say. Not chewy, that's the wrong description. But my palate really liked that. Whatever it is, for those people who have the cool taste buds who can kind of describe things a little bit better. I can describe like magnificent major events well, but not food. Food's not my department. Like, I can describe what it's like to be in love and the horrific pain of grief and things of that nature, but chickpeas, no bueno. That's also not my ministry. So at any rate, definitely, if you got an extra $13 that you just want to throw at a very tiny salad, please throw it at it, because it was good. And if somebody who is cool enough for the Urban Remedy to pay attention to what you're talking about, maybe you should, if you could tell them for me, please let them know that I want the dressing. I want the dressing. Okay. The other caveat is the $13 contributes to the fact that the entire salad is organic. So everybody knows that organic is more expensive just by default. So keep that in mind. So it's organic. It's very small, but very delicious. But at the end of the day, I would have to spend $26 on salad. And while I've done that before, it was a much bigger salad. It's a much bigger. After I ate that salad, I ate another fruit cup that was half off at Whole Foods. Pardon me. And I also ate vegan carrot cupcake. It's really good. Okay, goodish. The icing that they put on it, because it's vegan, so you gotta think it can't be like cream cheese like on a carrot cake, so it's vegan. So the icing has a taste that it's not horrific. It wasn't like because I'm not so it's the perfect amount of icing, but I'm not an icing person, so it only had enough. It had a little bit on there, which is perfectly fine because I don't like icing that much. But I do like cream cheese icing, the original one that goes on a carrot cake, so keep that in mind. So that's one of the icings that I can eat maybe a little bit more than normal. But I'm one of those people who only likes like a drizzle. Like when my grandmother used to make my lemon cake for my birthday many years, even before she passed on, she stopped making it. She would just make the lemon, just, lemon, vanilla extract, confection sugar, that kind of, just a little drizzle. Like, I don't like a lot of icing. So there's a perfect amount of icing on there, but the icing has a little bit of a taste that tastes, I don't like, artificial maybe? I don't know. But it's not horrific. So it's not like, I think this is a good example. That food coloring taste that's on the cakes when they put like the different colors to make something like really, really pretty. It kind of reminds me of that, except very, very low key. Like very not, and the icing's white. It's not food coloring in there. But it kind of reminds me very low key of that food coloring taste, I think. I don't know. That's what I got. So I ate the cupcake. I ate a fruit cup. I might have ate 2 fruit cups. Maybe 2. I probably did that. Let's see if I can find this receipt. Receipts. One moment, please. No, but this will show you. No, that's for the yogurt I had today. Delicious. So good. I will be doing that often, actually. It's yummy. I don't have the receipt from yesterday. Oh. Here it is. Ice cream, mango chunks, and salad. Before that, I ate 2 fruit cups and there you go, mint chip, a couple mango chunks, and salad. So $18 later, I was full. And that was earlier that day. I had the 2 fruit cups and the, trying to find that receipt too. The 2 fruit cups and the carrot cake, and I called it balance. I was like, it's 2 fruit cups. The balance is, a little bit, because the cupcake's not big. It's not how you can get like one single cupcake and it's kind of oversized, like it's big. No, it's normal size, normal little size cupcake. It's not that big. It's not oversized big cupcake. So keep that in mind. But I did eat it. I ate all of it. It was delicious. But that little bit of food coloring taste, I don't know how to describe that taste. I don't know, because that might not be the best description. It's just very, very faint. It's not overwhelming. And I know because I wouldn't have ate the icing at all if it were. Like, I don't like that taste at all. So, keep that in mind. No. I was looking for the receipt. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Been dibbling and dabbling. A little hormonal. Being a woman and all the things that we have to do to stay afloat, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, you know, your girl time comes and you're like, oh, I guess I want to try. That's what I did. I was like, oh, I think I want some. And I paid homage to all cravings. I did. So, at any rate, let me go wash these clothes. Get ready to go back to work. To another work. Have a good day. Yeah, I would call it 60-40 because some days I just have some smoothie, like a smoothie and some fruit, nothing serious. The granola, I bought the granola the other day that I had with the Cocoyo, which is why I have a whole bag of it. I put more granola today, so it hasn't been horrific. Like, I haven't been super vegan processed, just a little bit here and there. The chips, the yogurt, some of these don't have that many ingredients. The Pop-Tarts, but even on the Pop-Tart day, like, I had a smoothie that day. Most days I have a smoothie of some sort. There's never a whole day of processed vegan food ever. But it's definitely heavy on the 60-40. It's not the 80-20 of it all. Trying to think. I ate about 20 longans just now. 3 yogurts. Fruit cup. So, nothing over the top. Easy peasy. I don't have a plan for tonight. I have to wash these clothes, and then I do want a coconut water, but that depends on a few variables, budget-wise, because organic coconut water can be very expensive. 32 ounces, anywhere from $8 to $10, $8 to $11 here in the city. And that's just for something that you drink. Goes down the hatchet. You know, don't get to chew anything for $11. So, let me think. I don't know. We shall see. The new job starts on November 14th, so just under a month. That's a Friday. The orientation is that Friday, and then the training starts the following Monday, and then the training is 6 weeks. So that's another thing. I don't need to be in the potty in my entire training experience. So that's why if I do go ahead and start the cleanse, the detox, then I'll be mindful that I just need to drink. I don't need to be in the potty that much. The other piece of the plan is I'm probably going to get there's another company called Peculiar People, so they have a 1-day detox which will flush out quite a bit, and I'll probably do that on like a day off or something to kind of jumpstart said cleanse basically. So do Peculiar People detox. The original formula tastes like trash, works 100% better. I've tried both formulas. So I might include that, like jumpstart it, do that one, then juice and raw into just juice, just liquids basically. Aloe, coconut juice, smoothies, and then kind of clean out that way. That's the thing. Like usually on Peculiar People it takes a long time to ship, so, and it's another set of bitters, but at least I can, like, I drink that down fast. I can drink it down fast. With Dr. Price's detox, you have to drink like a little bit at a time. So you shouldn't be done with either of your teas about like 4 hours, 5 hours, because you can only drink like a few ounces every half hour, every 15 minutes or something like that. So, but yeah, when I order from Peculiar, it usually takes a long time to receive said cleanse. So that's the only major, like if I needed to be here next week, typically it doesn't make it for a couple weeks. I feel like maybe I could be exaggerating a little bit, but usually takes a while. So we shall see. I'm gonna make some orders. I was gonna wait until I could order more because I already started the detox technically, and I wanted to do a full 28 days. But Dr. Price, on the other hand, ships very quickly, so I can start with the tea that I have, and it'll be here in time. It'll be here in time. And it might be that I'll still order the Peculiar People Cleanse, but face looks kind of shiny. I'll still do the Peculiar People Cleanse, but I will rest on the tea that day if it comes like if I've already started the detox process, or I might just wait, depending on me. So at any rate, that's the plan. I have a couple more vessels that I want to order from Amazon in regard to the cleanse. My balls worked, but it didn't, like, I'm not used to the tea debris being in my cup, so I might just stay the course or order something different. We shall see. Lots of things in the works, guys. That's a whole week's worth of updates. I guess I can say that for a different video. All right, guys. I'm done talking and I need to wash these clothes. Have a good day.